Okay. Hey, how's it going? I'm just going to do a throughput test. There's a throughput to ensure that almost regardless of the input, that the setup that I have for my sorting machine is capable of dealing with um, reasonable amounts of input. Now, I wouldn't consider this a reasonable amount of input, but yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so we've got quarries, 4 of them, receiving 100 MJ each via cells, and they're building out their frames. Some of them are excavating first, and we're just going to take these straight to bedrock. Let me kill this one first. Okay. Let me kill the quarry too. There we go. Alright, they're off. So let's see how well we're doing. I think we're doing pretty well. It's a lot of output, but I think we're doing okay. So let me head back and see how we're doing. Okay. Here's where everything's being filtered. For this test, I'm filtering all cobblestone. All cobblestone and snowballs are going straight into the drink. There we go. Now more of the quarries are kicking in. Their outputs are coming into the relay. They're all cooking as fast as they can go. Look at those things just race through. Look at the items flying through these pipes. Just wow. You'd think I'd got this thing fast forwarded. But I don't. That's what 4 quarries do at full speed. I'm actually going to need to throw in an extra cell because I think they might hit bedrock first. If I don't, it won't actually put more power into them because the max they can hold is 100. It's not going to make them go any faster. It's just hopefully they'll last a bit longer. Hopefully they'll all hit bedrock. Okay, so let's see again real quick how it's going. I'll be bouncing back and forth as we go through this. Alright. It's almost no drama. How's our relay doing? Alright, we've got a fair amount of stuff in the relay. As we get lower in, we're going to come across more unique items, so that will mean we might have issues. But what I could potentially do is just double up. Let me get a, yep, we just ran out of space. That's fine. That's fine because we've got relays on the other end of this that are now taking over job of buffering. We shouldn't be spilling out quite yet. So I need to get some tubes. Let's get these tubes into place. So I'm just going to come up and back down, and I'll put it right there. Alright, now we're doubling the throughput of our tesseract. So you see this one doesn't really ever fill up, and we'll quickly see if anything actually did spill out at the quarries. I should see stuff fly at me, and nope, nothing's flying at me. I've got magnet moon turned on. Let me go down here and see if anything. Nope. So the even though the relay on one end was full, we had plenty of time to swap out. see, relays are doing fine. So all I had to do to get over the drama is just add another relay. That doubles the output. And each relay really acts like a chest and a filter on a 0.2 second timer. Just imagine if this was a chest with a filter with a 0.2 second timer. That's all these basically are. But they don't actually require timers. So I'm going to pass a little bit to this filter or relay. Yeah, no problem. And that's pretty much all taken care of. It's completely able to keep up now. And let's see how, this is one of the things I was interested in. How well, oh crap, hopper. Crap, hopper. How drama-free this setup could potentially be, or actually was. So, how well is it keeping up, really? Seems to be okay. I mean, if it's keeping up with 4 quarries at 100%, I think I'd be okay. I mean, that's a pretty decent stream of stuff coming in. This engine's putting out 6 MJ. It's a combustion with fuel. And the power usage is 3.5. It is going back up, I think. Yeah, it's going back up. It probably dipped initially as it waited to receive a redstone signal. And it has combustion engines have a small time where it has to spin up. So we're now maxed out again. So, alright. Well, it's not going to be too long before we hit bedrock. This is another, I'm testing a few things. Testing relay output, because potentially I might want to have a quarry machine. That's not a quarry, it's something like a mining well, mobile mining well that moves from one location to the other with 10 mining wells on it, which could go from 60 to bedrock in like 5 seconds. You have 10 of those, then you're going to have huge bursts of material come through, and I want to see how well over a long period of time that a system like this could handle it. And I think it's doing pretty well. It hasn't clogged up quite yet. Let me put that alarm back in. Pipe. Structure pipe. Put that right back. Okay. And item full. Redstone pulse. This one's now full, but both of these have access to the same tesseract. Both of these are having stuff pushed into them. So it's not really an issue that this one's full as long as this one is not. Oh! Oh, that's actually upstairs. One of my chests are probably full. Okay, let's figure out which one it is. This one? Yeah, we're full here. Let me do an upgrade. Let's see, extra dimensional. Here, I add extra dimensional to each of these. Extra dimensional, dimensional. Okay, that's probably all I need to add extra dimensionals to. That shouldn't happen now. So yeah, I put the same timer that I have downstairs, I have on my routers. So if something hits a router, if the router gets slow for any reason, then there'll be a buffer from the relay to keep up. And if I was doing, for instance, let me go ahead and send all the, let me stop melting this and actually send it through. You'll see what I'm talking about, I think. Alright. So you can see this relay will get some serious use here. You'll see items stay in the relay longer than just completely vanishing. See that? So that's why I have the setup with the alarm that tells me that either I need to sort some stuff out, move some stuff around, or maybe I have a chest that's full, and hopefully I can react quick enough that it doesn't completely back up all the way to the item tesseract. If the backup hits the item tesseract, then it's just the amount of time before the relay that's hooked up to the mining quarry or whatever it is ends up overflowing. So it's something you don't really want to happen. And there it is. So you see me filtering out cobblestone, and we've actually hit the 1024 limit. I don't think I can do a second upgrade. I could do a second barrel. Let me do another barrel. Okay, so put you there. Wow, look at the cobble drop in that. With this pipe in the way, it's kind of hard. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. We do an upgrade to this. Really? Doesn't seem to want to take this upgrade. Oh, it's a thoroughness upgrade. That would probably be why. There we go. Okay, but it is capable of sorting through even all of that massive amount of cobble. See how reasonably well it handles it. About 95% of everything that comes through those quarries are cobble. So if you're gonna have this kind of crazy output, then you're probably gonna want to filter cobble out completely. In the same way I was doing just a second ago, I was taking cobble, put in a filter, and just nuking it. But it is close. It is close to jamming 2 relays. That's unexpected. I didn't have the problem before, and I think the reason why I didn't have the problem before is the location I was mining. It wasn't solid as maybe these quarry locations are. I had some cave systems that they were going through, and as they were mining through the cave systems, they weren't actually mining rock, so the cave system kind of prevented the overflow. But we are getting close. 40, 30, 20, 23. Kind of happy this test will get to bedrock, hopefully without any lava. So the solution, even with 4 quarries at 100%, is really just add more relays. And you can have, 6 relays if you wanted to, hooked up to that one. Go to creative. You have 6 quarries hooked up to that one item tesseract if you want, if it's really necessary, of course. But I don't think it probably is. I can't think of an output that, unless it was like a super high burst of output, like I'm thinking of, like the mining wells will mine, through 60 layers of blocks in like 8 seconds, and that's 60 times, say you had 12 that's 720 blocks in like 8 seconds, and then of course your machine will move and engage the drive and move forward one and rinse and repeat. It would run another 8 cycles. Wow, not quite keeping up with 4 cores 100%, but I could just double up this machine. I could have a second machine sitting next to it with the same idea, same setup, and then split the output. It would split the output between them, because the tube network is going to go towards whichever. Is it this one? Yeah, it's going to move towards whichever hopper has a similar item or has space. So for instance, if silver came through, silver would come in here rather than going up here where it would find an empty spot. Same for lead, same for tin. If it's actively mining something like, if it was actively mining silver, then this quantity would be dropping as it mines it. Right now it's mining aluminum. One machine that I'm still kind of wowed about the fact that it is keeping up. Okay, I want to do a quick changeover, and I want to check out this rich slag. And just do 25 units of rich slag. Watch that triple output come through. Doesn't really take any longer to cycle those, but it's definitely tripling. It's hard to tell, but it's supposed to be tripling the output, so yeah. Wow, this constant throughput in the smelter, the combustion engine, which outputs 6, is having a difficulty keeping up. I've offset a little bit purely because I want to send a redstone signal to it. If it was right on the machine, then I would have to worry about the machine picking up the redstone signal. I don't think there's very much in the way of MJ loss in it. 2, 3, 4, 5 gold pipes anyway, so. Alright. I'm going to say looks like we're done on most of the quarries. We've probably just got one left maybe. So I'm going to say that's successful. That's 4 quarries to bedrock. Yep, there's only one left running. 4 quarries to bedrock. And nothing major. Oh, so there's some lava in the way of that one, so get close to bedrock, I know. That's some more lava. And that's just bedrock. Okay. And now we're all done. All done. 4 quarries, bedrock-ish. Of course, it's going to need an extended amount of time to complete these ores. But that's cool. Wow, what happened here? Bugs. I have bugs. Let's see, can store energy. It's sending a redstone signal to engine right now. Okay, it's running again. Weird. I think it was because maybe there's an issue with my chunk loader. I don't know. But that's the setup. Through the entire thing, it managed to keep up with the sand. Here's more sand racing down now to take its place. And I think I got sand in the time span of a cycle. Let me just Let's see if it replaces sand before it's complete. And no, not quite. It's a little bit of a downtime there. But you usually get about 12, 13 units of sand, so that's 12 or 13 cycles where there's zero delay. Wow, that's a lot of cycles. That's 17 maybe pieces. I think around 2 watt was coming down. There's no real way for me to shorten this other than to bring it closer to the barrel or bring the barrel closer. I could put the barrel, I could put a separate filter of sorts for the sand, like right here, but I don't mind enough of the sand. At some point I'm going to have a system that generates the sand, because it would eventually get to a point where it wasn't sustainable. But yeah, that's nice test of the system, and it worked pretty well. It got close a couple times on the relays, and I did require a second relay. But like I said, the relays are just a chess with a 0.2 second timer, but without the need of the timer. Alright, so most wanted signing off, I guess.